Out there okay? Turn the guitar down a little bit there, Jack. Get a little feedback. Flat picking. Get my ears here.
Yeah, David, how's the mountain climbing going?
Long before I met Eddie Van Halen, I spent my Sunday nights auditioning at a very famous place in Pasadena, California that was called the Ice House. It actually was an ice house. It's made of a million bricks from the 1800s and all kinds of folk players, flat pickers, country stars, comedians, you name it, all political speakers started out there. And every Sunday night, I would sign up to go on at 10:30 at night when the last act would finish. And you wanted to sign up early so that you could get there and that you could get, I think it was 2 songs or 5 minutes, whichever came first. And I auditioned every Sunday night for 2 years. Never did get the job. When I started writing songs, and I wrote every word that I'm singing to you tonight from the Van Halen Classic Songbook. I wrote the words, I wrote the lyrics, the titles, I wrote the melodies, if you're singing it, the harmonies, if you're singing it. Dave was great. That was my contribution, and of course, they provided amazing colossal guitar work, but it started in a very small little space, that giant sound that we need. It started in a tiny little room that was meant only for a washer and a dryer and me. I walked into Eddie's house, and it was exactly like the little space that I had when my dad started in school on the GI Bill. He'd been in the Air Force. And when I happened, I wasn't planned. And technically, full disclosure, if you believe that life begins at conception, I'm from Casablanca. Yeah, Dad was in the Air Force and Mom went to visit. And 9 months later, I occurred. It's 1954. The Fender Stratocaster was released, and so was I.
And music began!
Are we having a good time so far here? We lived in student housing here on the East Coast. Man, I've been up and down the East Coast everywhere you can think of. Because Pop was in school. There was no money. We didn't even have a Volkswagen. You rode a bicycle to school. And when I started off in a tiny little space that was for, a washer, a dryer, and me. And man, I loved it. I thought I was in a spaceship. You had to turn sideways to get between the little desk and the bed. I wouldn't have had it any other way. And when I met Ed over on Las Lunas Drive in Pasadena, he said, come on over, we'll write some songs. And I recognized that room instantly. And I would sit, true story, most of the songs started off with me sitting on the amp case for a Marshall amp. It was just big enough for me to sit just like I'm sitting right now. And Ed would sit on his foam rubber cushion, which was on a piece of plywood on 4 cinder block bricks. And his mom wouldn't let him plug in because it'd be too loud and she complained. So I listened to almost every song I'm singing to you tonight in its very inception on an unplugged in electric guitar, and it all sounded off just like this song. And I'd record it on a Sony little recorder for a cassette tape, and it had those push-button levers like that. And I'd record it and hold it right in front of me. We'd sit so close, our knees would touch. We didn't notice. Those were the days when we'd say, hey man, you want to have a cigarette? And that's what we'd do. One cigarette. Don't box it. 35, maybe 40 years later, I don't know, we both got rich and famous, and we got tombs with a view. That's what I always called it, those giant houses. I still have them, these is. And we got tombs with a view, and Eddie built a studio as big as this whole floor space. No shit. It's a magnificent studio, it's still there. And the last two songs we wrote together, I went back up to the studio and I pulled a chair into the middle of the room and I sat. I was early and I was reading a paperback. And he showed up, he had a cigarette in his mouth, you know the look. Had a guitar in his hand, unceremoniously without saying a word. I don't even think he was conscious of what he was doing. I know he wasn't. He walked over to the side of the room, picked up a hardback chair, and in the middle of this whole floor space, put it right in front of me, sat down, and scooted forward till our knees touched. That's how we wrote the last two songs we ever wrote. Me, Wise Magic, the other one. First time I played this song was in the format that I'm going to play for you here, because this was the early 70s, and man, what a mighty time for music. The first Queen album happened. Oh, God. That's possible? David Bowie shaved off his eyebrows and had that vertical red haircut. Oh, shit. Elton John, oh, fuck. Emerson, Lake and Palmer. Pink Floyd is endless. So you couldn't just play the blues. We shortened this one up for you because we put it on the first album. But there's only so much time. You couldn't put too much music on a vinyl record. I think it was like 34 minutes a side or you lose the bass. And man, did we want bass. So, original style. Turn the guitar up out there, Steve. Like a 335. Yeah. Well, sometimes it may mean something you won't get with. Now, sometimes it may mean something you don't. You better look out now. I got something for you. Oh, yeah. Just around 11 o'clock. I think the dance is back just around 11 o'clock. If you let it go to one time, I'll be a regular stop. My man, I can't say I ain't pretty and my legs are thin. I said, hey, man, I said, the way you move don't make you sweat, don't make you move, cause I got you, man. Oh, my. I got you, man. Stop when you're passing by. See, on my brain, I get satisfied. so far.